Hi guys, my name is Sarah and I'm going to show you everything you need to know to make a basic podcast using Adobe Audition. So when you first open Audition, you should see an interface that looks a bit like this. The first thing we're going to do is go up to the top left and select Multitrack. You should get this pop-up and we're going to name it. Mine is called Pracademic. And then we're going to choose where to save it. I've got my hard drive connected and I've set up a folder already on my hard drive. I'm going to choose that. And then under template, you want to make sure to choose podcast template. Everything else should be defaulting to these settings, and we click OK. And here you'll see the podcast template. It gives us some tracks already laid out based on what we should probably need for our podcast. So the first thing I want to do is record my introduction. So I want to record directly into the host track. To do that, I'm going to first of all click on the host track to enable it. And then I'm going to click on this button that says Arm for Record. Now actually I can see that it's grayed out. That means that I need to first tell the computer what is my microphone. I'm going to go here to the mixer. And remember, it was the host track, and where it says none, there is a drop-down menu. I want to record in stereo. That means I'm recording in my left and right channels, or if I was listening on headphones, in my left and right ears. And here I'll select the built-in microphone on my computer. Now, if I go back to the multi-track session, you can see that the R actually now gives me the choice to click it. Once I've clicked it, it's red. That means it's ready to record on this track. And you can see already as I'm speaking, these color bars are showing up here. This is a level meter showing the level of my voice. Now, a good distance from the computer for recording with the built-in mic is, let's say, between about 6 and 8 inches from the computer. I can see my voice levels are averaging just here into the yellow, which is great. If I look even over here on the left-hand side, I can see the decibels here. I want those to average between about -12 and -6. If it goes too high, I'll just give you an example by getting closer. There in the red, that's going to distort. We don't want that. And if I get too far away, it's going to start going down. And once it goes too low into the green down there in the -48s, that's going to be too soft. Once I'm ready, I've got the armed for record. Down here is the red record button. I can just click on that to start recording, and then I'll record my introduction. Here we go. You're listening to Pracademic, a podcast that straddles the worlds of academic research and education, the art of podcasting, and good plain fun. My name's Sarah Van Borick, and I'm a Pracademic. Okay, so you'll see I pressed the stop key here when I was done recording, and now on the host track there is in fact a clip here that's got some waveforms. Those are those squiggly lines. That's a kind of visual representation of the sound. I want to get a little bit of a closer look at that. So there's a couple things I can do. First of all, down here is a zoom in button. It's still kind of scrunched together. So up here at the top, there's this bar. If I click and drag that to the left, you'll see it's stretching out the timeline. And I can also click on it and drag it around. So there we go. Let's listen back to what I've recorded. I can press the play button here, or I can also use the space bar to do play and pause. You're listening to Pracademic, a podcast that straddles the worlds of academic research and education, the art of podcasting, and good plain fun. My name's Sarah Van Borick, and I'm a Pracademic.